This is how to go about working this problem. This is Hess's law, only it's with K's instead of H's. So you did see it in GenChem 1, but in GenChem 1, you would have had like an H over to the side here, and we would have had y'all find the overall H. And how H changes is a little different than how K changes. But everything about rearranging these equations is the same. So the methodology I usually tell people is go left and right on the overall. So this one on top is the overall, and it's usually separated from the other reaction. So go left to right on the overall. And what you're just doing is comparing positions. So if something isn't in the right location, you're going to fix by flipping the entire reaction. Now there's two little side notes. First, you're going to deal with the location and you're not dealing with the coefficients. So you ignore the coefficients for the time being. And then second, if you have like stuff that's in more than one equation, just ignore them, skip that, because it will fix itself. Then we have our second step, and that's again to go left to right on the overall, and this time you're looking at the coefficients to see if they match. So you're going to fix any mixes up with the coefficients by multiplying the equation by a new coefficient. So you could do like times 2 or times 3, you can do times 1/2, all of those things. And then K, to fix it, it's raised to whatever that multiple that you multiplied by. So it'd be like K raised to the 1/2 or K raised to the 2. So that's how we're going to do it. So left to right. So we're going to start over here on 2H4. We're not worrying about the 2, and I'm trying to find the H4 match in the reactions. So you'll notice that it's right here. So H4 is in the right place, so we're not going to worry about it. Now we're looking for the next thing, and it's this, the C2H4. Okay, look, this one is on the left, not the right. That's a problem. We have to flip it. So I can do this digitally really easily, where I'm going to put that on one side, I'm going to put this on the other. But if you're doing this by hand and you're rewriting the equation, make sure that you scribble out what you had before, so that you can't see it. Like you want to scribble out the old version of it. Now, since I flipped it, I got it in the right spot, I need to know that my new K is going to be K2 to the -1. And I'm not going to plug it in right now because I don't want to get into picking up and putting it on my calculator. And then thirdly, I'm going to grab my H2 and check where its location is. So you can tell that it's over here and over here. So if something's in two places, I don't worry about it. It's going to fix itself. Now what I'm going to do is go back and follow the second step. Oops, K to the -1. Now I'm going to fix my coefficients. So you'll notice right here, my coefficient was 2, so that means I need to do 2, 2, 2, and then now this becomes 6. And like cross that out good. And then remember to go ahead and write what you did, and this is raised to that coefficient. Sorry, I multiplied everything by 2. Now, when it happens where like I haven't even messed with an equation on the bottom, I probably am also still going to have to do something with it. So I'm going to see what's left over. I'm going to kind of mess with the first two and see what's left over and how I might need to fix that bottom one, because this is kind of an advanced one. So straight off, if you've got the same number of things on both sides, then you can cancel them out. It's kind of like saying I'm going to subtract -2CO from both sides, because it's kind of like math, like subtracting -2x from both sides. You can do that. It gets rid of that. And let me see if I don't see anything else right now that can cancel. I do notice that these are on the same side, and I could add them if I needed to. But again, there's no H2O in here at all. And also remember, I didn't mess with this H2 business over here. Well, if there's some stuff that can't cancel, it probably means I need to do something to this third equation. So how could I change this third equation to make it work better? Well, I know I have a total of 4 H2Os here and 2 here, so maybe I need to do it by a factor of 2. And look, I've got a 2 there compared to a 1, and I've got a 6 compared to a 2. So I don't know, I won't be able to match out that 6, but maybe that's okay. Look up here, maybe that's okay. So what I need to do is, this is still part of the second step, is multiply this whole reaction by 2. Usually you write it out. I didn't write it out there. So that'll make this one 4. That'll make this one 2. And that'll make this one 4. And don't forget to change your K. And be careful, like it's really easy. You're still thinking 4 and like you want to put a 4 down. So be careful about that. Now let's see how things cancel. So it looks like if I grab my color thing, I've got 4 waters here and I've got 2 and 2, you know, the 4. So that all cancels out. I'll erase that so it's not confusing. And then I'm going to do a different one. How about we do this one? And my O2 and my O2, those both cancel out. And then finally, I need to deal with my H2. So this is kind of like saying that I have 4x on one side and 6x on the other when I'm looking at these H2s. So if I subtract 4x from both sides, I'm left with 2x. It's kind of like that. So I can cancel my x's out. So all 4 of these will cancel, and it'll leave me with 2. And so now overall, this is just our checkpoint to make sure we really got this equation. And if we did, we can just multiply these together. So I'm going to write all what's left. I'm not writing down the things that have the marks in them, obviously, because those are things that all canceled out. So I'm left with 2CH4 on the left, back and forth. I'm left with C2H4 on the right, and I'm left with 2 H2s. That all matched. So if you've got a match, it means you did it all right. And as long as you carried through with your K changes, you're good to go. So that means I just need to do K1 squared times K2 to the minus 1 times K3 squared. And I just need to put that in my calculator, and I'll be good to go.